starts now.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Monica Coleman and we are a day away from Halloween and I got the meteorologist with me so we can ask him, Brennan Menchef, what will the weather look like for Halloween when we are wearing our costumes at night?
More tricks than treats. Or more treats than tricks. I said it backwards. I'm sorry. More treats than tricks, that's for sure.
Developing this morning, a 14-year-old boy was killed in a shooting on Lenore Way Friday night. ABC 10's Alicia Manchano reports with more on the investigation, how neighbors are feeling. The identity of the boy won't be released until family has been notified and no suspect information is available at this time. If you know anything about what happened, call the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. Stockton police are investigating 3 shootings that happened Friday night, and one of those left one person injured. An estimated crowd of 100,000 people were gathered in South Korea for one of the largest Halloween celebrations since the pandemic began, but the festivities turned deadly. At least 151 people died, 150 other were injured. Many of the victims, young people, mostly in their 20s. Here's ABC's Christine Sloan with the details. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi, suffered a skull fracture and serious injuries to his right hand and arm after he was attacked early Friday morning inside the couple's San Francisco home. The owners of a Sacramento clothing and jewelry store are asking for the public's help in identifying 4 women who stole nearly $100,000 worth of items in a brazen act caught on camera. Each week in ABC 10's Walt Gray catches up with a Cal Matters journalist about the biggest political stories of the week. Here's Walt with more. The clock reads 9:17. Here's what you need to know this morning. Close to 50 people dead after heavy rains triggered flash floods and landslides in the southern Philippines. All right, let's talk some sports. Saturday was a busy sports day here in the capital city. In case you happen to miss any of the action, ABC 10's Kevin John is standing by to fill you in. There's still much more to come on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News. A race to save some of the world's most important sources of fresh water and the tactics used to help the ice from melting. Good morning and welcome back to ABC 10 Weekend Mornings. I'm Monica Coleman alongside meteorologist Brennan Menchef, and we are sporting our festive Halloween Eve outfits.
That's right.
Celebrating with you at home.
Got to get the Halloween colors out. You know, we were just talking in the commercial break about whether we like the hot or cold better.
Oh.
In my opinion, if you say you like the hot weather, I mean, we were 116.
This is just not the weather for me. I enjoy spring. This is a little too cold for me. And how do you really celebrate Halloween? Wear your costume when you got to wear a coat or a jacket.
Well, at least the rain stays away for Halloween.
Oh, okay. That is a good middle ground.
There we go. We'll talk more about that in a second.
We'll check back in with you shortly, but first, let's talk about climate change. We continue to report on climate change in this country and across the globe. Here's ABC's Ginger Z on the race to save the glaciers. Wow, putting blankets on the glaciers to save them. What a powerful story to show climate change continues to happen. Sacramento is on track to have more homicide-related deaths this year than last year. Last week, a man was shot and killed outside of a tennis club. Police called it a robbery gone wrong. Another man shot and killed at a high school football game. ABC 10's Chris Thomas spoke exclusively with the Sacramento Police Chief Kathy Lester as the city weathers another wave of violence. Owners of a Sacramento clothing and jewelry store are asking for the public's help in identifying 4 women who stole nearly $100,000 worth of items in a brazen act caught on camera. ABC 10's Jay Kim reports from the Arden Arcade neighborhood. The Sacramento County Sheriff's Office confirmed they are investigating the theft. If you have any information about the suspects, give them a call. An emotional day for an Elk Grove family after their dog Zeus was euthanized Friday evening. ABC 10 has been covering the story of the German Shepherd that bit 2 people, including a police officer. This morning, the owner is under supervision at the hospital, according to her attorney. ABC 10's Devin Truby has that story. We spoke to a member of the family who says it was difficult that day and they do not want to talk any further. The lawyer tells us they are in the process of trying to claim Zeus's body. Their attorney also says he believes the extensive media coverage of the case put pressure on the city and they made this decision to make everything go away. Democrats are calling up top reinforcement to stir up excitement among voters ahead of Election Day. Former President Barack Obama headlining in Georgia with several more rallies lined up in the next coming days. Support for Iranian women continues all over the world and right here in Sacramento in the form of peaceful protests. Kids will be wearing their costumes and heading out to fill their trick-or-treat bags with candy tomorrow. But for kids with allergies, knowing which ones they can and cannot eat can be confusing. The clock reads 9:50. Let's verify. Spiders love spending time in our homes, and common urban legend says some of them end up in our mouth. Brandon Lewis from our National Verified team looks into whether we really eat spiders while we sleep.